Hello everyone, welcome back to our study session with Melly. Disclaimer lang no, this video uh, is meant for fair use. If you can see concepts or outputs that you might seem familiar, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. So yeah, in the previous video, we talk about the phonemes, no, the speech mechanism. We talk about the consonant phoneme and the vowel phoneme, and how do you pronounce each vowels and consonants. Now, at this moment, we are going beyond that segmental phonemes. When I say segmental phonemes, again, that is the vowel or the consonant pronunciation, the single or the smallest unit of sound or the phoneme. Now, beyond tayo dyan. So, we will unlock or reveal each meaning, especially the prosodic patterns. This is somehow new to me, and probably you too, yeah, right? Anyway, I'm not quite feeling well, but I try my best. So again, without further ado, what is about segmental phoneme? So this is beyond vowel and consonant, okay? Beyond the sound of a vowel or consonant. So number one, we will talk about the stress. So suprasegmental, under nito is stress. Yung makikita niyo ganyan sa taas. So parang apostrophe. Yan, that is stress, the beat of speech. When you say stress, this is the beat of speech. Now this emphasizes on certain syllables in words or phrases. So the key trick here is that stress gives meaning. So again stress can change its meaning. Okay? For example, record. Ano yung record? Example, yung ginagawa ng mga music industry, diba? They create records, music. So that is when the apostrophe, when the stress is on the first part of this word, it becomes noun. It is a noun. Record. But when you transfer the stress at the last part of the word, it becomes record. Record. It means it is an action. I am about to record my new album, right? Or I have new records. That is the noun record, record. You see the difference between that thing? Okay, next we have the photograph. Photograph. You see the highlight here? Photograph. Photograph. And we have the another one, photographer. 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 See? The stress is right here in the to, meaning it's a person. It's the one who takes photograph. Yes? Okay. Now, stress symbols. To remember, we have the primary stress, this apostrophe right here. This is the strongest beat. For example, develop, 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 develop. See? Next is the secondary stress, which is like an arrow pointing toward, upward. So medium beat lang yan. Legendary, 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 legendary. Next, weak stress. So parang itong smiley face sa itaas. This is the softest beat in the sentence. So remember, in phrases, only one word gets primary stress unless there's contrast. For example, a black dog. A black dog. It's just a dog we're talking about. It's again a black dog. A black dog versus a black dog. A black dog. So you're stressing that the dog is black, not brown or white. Okay? A black dog. A black dog. Ang OA naman. A black dog. A black dog. A black dog. Diba? Nasa-stress ka sa black. Okay, that's it for the stress. I'm pretty sure you can identify it now. Let's get started with the pitch. So this is the it could be the intonation, yes. Pitch and then the intonation is somehow connected to each other. Again, this is the rise and fall. Pitch is the lowness or the highness of tone. So basically, it's the rise and fall voice tone. So the key trick for this one is your voice is like a roller coaster. Like, ganun ba? Rising and falling pitch. Now, question, uncertainty. If you are going to ask, or if you're not certain, you're not sure, that's why you're asking for clarity, or you're clarifying something, because you're uncertain, you're not so sure, you sound like this. You're coming, right? You're coming, right? Like, I am asking if my statement is, if you agree or not, or if my statement is correct or not, that you're coming, right? You're coming, right? O, diba? For the falling pitch naman, yung mababa. We use it when we are certain, sure na sure, and we're making statement or declare something. I already told you. I already told you. I already told you. Simple lang. Nonchalant lang. Hindi OA. I already told you. Hindi pa, kung ganito naman, question, I already told you? I already told you? Nainanapi ka? Nasabihin na kita? Oh, ganun, di ba? So, very simple sa pitch. So, the pro tip for this one is high pitch when you're excited or questioning or surprised. You've got a present for me? OA. Or low pitch man. Finality, authority, sadness. I don't like him. I'm not feeling it anymore. Oh, ganun na. So, basically, children have high pitch but can generate intonation, ha? It's not just children, but also women. Kasi mga OA ang mga women eh, di ba? Oh, they're so OA. Like, lalo na makakita ng gwapo, di ba, girls? Pag makakita ng gwapo, ito parang inaano sa, baba. Oh my God, that's a crush! O, diba? Excitement. That is a high pitch. For example, pag may makita ka naman na, si crush mo kasama, you will go low pitch. Magiging ganito. May ibang kasama si crush. My crush is, walking together with that girl. It's not, my crush is walking down this girl. But, ano ba yan? It doesn't fit, okay? That's why sa suprasegmental phonemes, the words or the pronunciation of each letter doesn't really, the meaning of the words doesn't really end up with how you pronounce the vowels in the consonant. It could also the stress or how do you deliver the words, diba? That is why we have the suprasegmental. It's how you deliver, how do you stress or intonate, make intonations with your message. Okay? So, grabe na, ubos natin yung 10 minutes, no? Just for stress and pitch. So, ayan. Let me reset this timer. Kasi nagsaset talaga ako ng timer, guys, so that I know how many minutes or hour I consume with discussing. Kasi hindi pwedeng discuss lang tayo. We have to check ourselves naman with our follow-up quiz. So, again, next we have the juncture. Dito tayo sa taas, number 3, ha? Are you following? So number 3 juncture or the silent separator. So these are the pauses. Okay? Juncture. O, diba? Ito yung nagka-create ng pause. So the way words flow or break apart. So key trick nito is pauses change meaning. Example. I scream versus ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Another. Kasi kung hindi mo, kasi this is very important. Again, have pauses in the suprasegmental phonemes or the prosodic patterns. You really have to use pauses sometimes because you have to clarify something or to separate two things or two words. For example, ice cream. Ice cream. Tapos ito naman ice cream. If you are not saying any word, if you're not using your visual sense, you might misheard ice cream into an ice cream, which one you eat, diba? So I is cream, I shouted, parang ganun. Ito naman ice cream. So diba? I pause, ice cream. Ito naman sa ikalawang example. Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, Grandma. Ito naman. Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, Grandma. Dito, you emphasizing na kakain tayo, Lola. Ito, let's eat, Grandma. Diretso lang, no? Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, Grandma. You are parang, gana. Ganun. So, okay, remember, wait lang, may continuation yan eh. Ito, close juncture, no pause. So, words blend together. For example, yung ice cream yung kinakain. Open juncture, pause needed. Kailangan natin i-pause or else maiiba yung meaning. I is scream. I is scream. Isa, close juncture, hindi kailangan ng pause. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. So, dito na tayo sa final cheat code. May cheat code? Cheater ka pala, ma'am. Oo. Okay. Final cheat code. So, just when it comes to, the pause, just think like a singer daw. So, hindi pala. Sa stress, sa pitch, sa juncture. Ano pala topic natin? Okay, so prosegmental phonemes and prosodic patterns. So, when it comes to that thing, stress, pitch, juncture, you just have to, so stress, which syllables are louder? So, alin yung part ng syllables? So, again, sa stress, you go with the syllables and identify sino yung lalakasan natin at sino yung hihinaan natin. Sa pitch naman, it's melody. So, your voice go up or down. And then sa juncture naman, where do you stop? See? So, you have to listen to native speakers and practice out loud. So, again, dito, segmentals, more like in vowels and consonants. So, more like on the airflow. So, sa speech mechanism. The suprasegmentals naman, beyond vowels and consonants or beyond the airflow. So, ito, nakikita nyo sa picture, sa screenshot, suprasegmental. Under nyan is you have to identify first the syllables. Syllables, you can apply it to the syllables. For example, sa stress, record, record. So, ganyan kagamit yung syllables, enable to identify or implement or apply. O, diba, grabe na yung, taxonomy na ginagamit natin. Enable for us to apply which one should we add stress. So, hindi lang nag-end sa syllables, pwede din siya sa words and saka sa sentence. Okay, example, before I ended this one. Insult. Insult. Pervert. Pervert. Diba? So, you just have to identify which stress yung gagamitin natin. Sa word naman, I have a red phone, not a white phone. I have a red phone. I have a red phone, not a white phone. Diba? You're emphasizing with the word na red and white. So, again guys, when it comes to emphasizing or stressing the word, you mostly ginagamit natin yan sa adjective, for example, color, ina-add din natin sa noun, ano yung noun? Phone, no, pwede natin gamitin sa noun, ano pa, sa adverb, yung mga subject or tinutukoy natin. Ito naman, the sentence, this is my brother. So, dito lang yung sa bro yung rising. Brother. Brother. Sa der, mahina na. So, when you're questioning naman, is this your brother? Sa der tayo nagtaas. Is this your brother? There? Diba? Ang grabe ang OA ng English, no? Ang dami kailangan yan. So, that's it. Let's check no, kung meron tayong nakalimutan dito sa natin. So, this is what I use, guys. Ang consonant, choo-choo. Ito, suprasegmental. Okay. So, again, suprasegmental contribute to a meaningful interpretation of what is being said. So, these phonents consist of stress, pitch, and juncture. So, tatlo lang. Tatlo yung diniscuss dito. So, I'm just checking the original ones. Yung tinatopic natin. So that I know if may nakaligtaan tayo. So, makes a prosodic. A combination of them, a combination of stress, pitch, and juncture makes up the prosodic patterns of spoken language. So, later on, we will elaborate that one. So, I guess we just finished with the suprasegmental. Let's focus now on the next part, which is the grammatical stress patterns. So, continue na natin to. Gawin natin tong one video para hindi nyo na kailangan magpalit-palit ng video. So, okay. Excuse me. So, key idea sa grammatical stress patterns. Stress, again, changes meaning, okay? For example, the record to record, making verb. So, the way we emphasize words in a sentence affects their functioning grammar, of course. So, number 1, compound nouns. Ano yung compound nouns? Bakit naman nasali yung mga nouns dito na naman? Balik na naman tayo sa nouns. Okay, so the definition of this one is a single treated as a noun. For example, primary stress is on the first word. Okay, yung gagawin natin, think one thing. First word, stress. So, compound noun, for example, ibig sabihin ba, dalawang noun ba, pinagsama, and which created another meaning, or a single meaning, di ba? For example, rocking chair. Saan yung stress natin dito? Nasa rock ba? Again, sinasyllables ko siya. Able to identify which one are we going to put stress on. Rock, or sa king, or sa chair? No, rock chair, no. Sa rock. Rocking chair. Rocking chair. Diba sa king chair, naglaylo na tayo. Dito naman, postman. 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 Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Postman. Ganun lang. Sige, yan, sa compound nouns, you have to, again, anong gagawin natin pag may compound nouns, like rocking chair or postman? Compound siya kasi yung post is another noun. Yung man is another noun. Now, when you put it together, they create a single meaning. Postman. Someone who worked in the post. Naglalagay ng letters. Ganon. Okay, a single idea treated as a noun. So, again, stress is on the first word. Alin yung first word natin? Ito. Postman. Rocking chair. Kaya, yun yung tatandaan natin kapag compound noun, always on the first word. Next, the modifier noun. Ano po modifier plus noun? So, an adjective plus noun combo descriptive. Primary stress moves to the second word. So, Kung yung compound noun is the first word, dito naman sa modifier plus noun, we put the stress on the second word. Okay? So, for example, describing something, second word is stress. Okay? So, pag iniisip mo, you're about to describe something, for example, beautiful woman. Saan natin ilalagay yung stress? The second word daw. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. You stress. I-emphasize natin si woman. So, another example, black bird. So, a bird that is black. Long hand. A hand that is long. So, yung mga first word ng which is the modifier or the adjectives nagmo-modify sa noun natin na bird, yun yung mga lay low. Example, black. Black bird. Long hand. So, be careful sa compound noun versus modifier noun. Change meaning, okay? For example, blackbird. As one word yan, di ba? So, it's a species of bird. So, it's not a modifier noun. It's a compound noun because it is treated as a one word, a single meaning. So, blackbird. Paano natin babasahin to? Paano natin i-stress? Blackbird. Blackbird. I saw a blackbird. Diba? Kaysa sa modifier noun, blackbird. Any bird that is black. So, masasabi nyo modifier noun siya kapag magkahiwalay yung hindi naman. It depends. It depends actually. Okay? Kagaya ng rocking chair. This is not a modifier. Modifier ba siya? Ang rocking? It's a purpose, no? Adjective, no? Pwede siyang gamitin as kasi rocking chair, it is, kung natatandaan nyo, yung degree of adjectives, ang rocking is a purpose, di ba? Ay, hindi pala, sa order of adjectives pala, rocking chair, bali si chair yung noun, tapos si rocking yung adjective. So, yeah, this could be anyway. Ganito na lang, para sure, blackbird, mga one word, yan yung compound nouns. Itong separated, this is the modifier noun. Okay? Next, verb plus noun. Okay. Tapos na tayo sa compound noun, modifier noun. Dito naman tayo sa verb noun. So, someone must stating an action. So, again, verbs acts on a noun. So, primary stress falls on the noun. Kapag may makita tayong verb noun, ang hahanapin natin na stress is si noun. Noun. So, think that the action leads to the object. Isipin natin, excuse me, action leads to the object. So, the carabaos eat grass. Siya yung noun eh. So, doon tayo okay. Siya yung tawag ito, i-stress natin. So, carabao is the subject, eat is the verb, and grass is the noun, which it's a direct object. It's a direct object who takes the action of eating. So, carabaos eat grass. He is watching a movie. Ganun lang. Okay? He is watching a movie. Movie. Stress sa movie. Nakaka-stress na tong. Okay, number 4, we have the verb and the adverbial. So, extra info about the action. So, adverb. Adverb lang ba? So, the primary stress moves to the adverb. For example, loudly, carefully. Those are adverbs. Okay? Now, we have example here. Hindi tayo pwede walang example, diba? So, think what happened to the action. This information is not to be handed out. Saan dito yung adverb? The out. So, yung adverb daw ang ating The primary stress moves to the adverb. So, adverb ang lalagyan natin ng i-stress. I-stress natin si adverb. My boyfriend called up. My boyfriend called up. Oh, tumawag ng boyfriend niya. Sana all tumawag. So, again, we have our cheat code. Compound noun, first word. So, modifier noun, second word. Si verb object, si object ang i-stress natin. As same with the verb adverb, si adverb ang i-stress natin. So, ganun lang. Compound, first. Modifier, second. Bali, si bird or second noun. Ganun. Si noun. Bali, si noun. Si verb object, ganun lang. Object ang stress, adverb ang stress. Ito lang tatandaan natin. So, don't worry. Later on, we can apply this knowledge in our multiple choices. Okay. Next, pitch levels and terminals. Okay. So, we talk about the pitch ganina, no? So, under siya sa segmentals, so, stress, pitch, and saka juncture or pauses. So, let's dig deeper with pitch levels. Okay. Dito natin. Yan. Anong terminal, ma'am? Bus terminal. Okay, we will talk about that. We will eventually unlock this knowledge. Well, knowledge. Okay, sino ba nag-lock? Anyway, your voice speech creates meaning. So, the rise and fall of your voice affects how sentence is understood. So, kapag mataas yung pitch mo, you're definitely on something. Like, you're probably excited, or you're questioning, or di kaya kapag low naman yung pitch mo, you're probably sad, or you're just stating a statement, ganun lang. So, number 1, the 4 pitch levels. Oh my God, may 4 levels of speech. Pitch pala. So, okay, we have the extra high. Ito yung top. So, di ba? 4 man yan. Ito yung pinaka-top. The extra high. Number 4. Excitement, surprise, strong emotion. I saw my crush. You saw what? I saw my crush yesterday. So, high naman, primary stress, focus word in a sentence. Wait lang. Wala mga examples dito. So, excitement, strong. Okay, I passed the exam. Excitement, surprise, or strong emotion, like punong-puno ka ng ligaya. I passed the exam! Diba? OA lang. Sunod, primary stress. So, may primary stress ka dito. You passed. Wait lang. Ito. Ano ba yan? Nothing ano. Okay. So, focus word in a sentence. You passed the exam? Oh, ganun. Bali, nag-emphasize ka dito ng word eh. For example, hindi siya makapaniwala. Ito, you passed the exam? You passed the exam? Parang hindi siya makapaniwala na nakapasa ka. So, ito bagay ito sa mga fake friends mo na ayaw kang pumasa. So, diba? Tapos pumasa ka, edi wow. Sasabihin nila, edi wow. Ganun lang. So, careful din tayo, no? Uy! Okay, so the primary stress, focus word in a sentence. You passed the exam? Sunod, normal. Neutral lang, natural speaking voice. Get 1 whole sheet of paper. You're commanding. Neutral lang. Get 1 whole sheet of paper. You're talking. You're giving ano. Low naman tayo sa low. End of a sentence. Calm tones. Wait lang. Ang pangatlo nito. Okay. So, end of a sentence. Calm tone. I think he likes you. I think he likes you. Calm tone. I think he likes you. Ganun. So, again, extra high if you feel excitement. High kapag may focus word. Normal kapag neutral lang. At saka low end of a sentence. I think he likes you. I think he likes you. So, dyan ka nag-emphasize. I think he likes you. Ganun lang. So, pitch moves up for energy and down to finish a thought. So, you finish. I think he likes you. Sunod, pitch pattern. So, kung may levels of pitch from high, to normal, to low, meron din tayong pitch pattern. So, meaningful melody. So, your voice follows set patterns to express meaning. Anong ibig sabihin, ma'am? So, for example, the 2-3-1 or the falling pitch. So, ginagamit siya kapag statement or finality. So, ano to? Anong 2? 2? Bali yung ano. So, yung high level, normal. Tapos, I'm going to school. Diba? Kung may makita kayo number 2, tapos 3, this is the level of pitch. So, 2, normal lang to. I'm going to school. So, pag school na, tumaas ng medyo light, no? So, meaning, sa focus word na siya. He is the focus. It is the focus word. I am going to school. So, pinocus niya yung word na school, na stress is school. So, end of a sentence, so drop pitch. Okay. I am going to school. Okay, meron naman tayong 2-3-3. So, rising pitch. Continuous yung pagtaas, from low to up. Are you happy? So, happy? Diba, mas mataas. Yung kanina, 2-3-1. Diba? I am going, normal voice, I am going to school. School. Sa school, mataas, tapos school, pababa na. Bali, falling pitch. I am going to school. School. Dito naman, paiba. Continuous yung rising niya kahit pa-end na ng syllables ng last word. Are you? Normal lang pala, 2. Are you happy? Happy? Are you happy? So, question voice goes up, diba? 2-3-3, paano na yan? High na yan. So, next is we have 2-3-2. Grabe, may ganito palang pattern. Again, 2-3-1, 2-3-3, 2-3-2. So, always start sa 2, which is normal voice, and then 31, 33, 32. So, may ganun. Or 31, 32, 33. So, sustained pitch. So, ganito unfinished thought or listing hesitation. Excuse me. So, ganito lang. 2-3-2 is yung unfinished thought or parang hindi ka sure or gabuffer pa yung utak mo. So, normal daw. 2, level 2. All of the members of the team, paano to? 3, team, let's just say, confused ka. All the members of the team, parang ganun ba? Ganun ba yung pitch? Ganun ba yung sense niya? All of the members of the team, ganun. So, sentence isn't finished yet. So, hold the pitch. So, that's it for the pattern. Again, 4 levels of speech, then 3 pattern of speech. 2-3-1, 2-3-3, 2-3-2. Dito naman tayo sa terminal junctures. So, ito yung mga end markers or yung something pa-end na. So, your voice ends in 3 ways. We have the falling, sustained, and rising. So, kanina, final statement, pababa na. For example, I am going to school. I am going to school. School. Hindi ba pa-ending siya? I am going to school. Sunod, sustained. Something more is coming. For example, ito, sa 2-3-2 pattern. All of the members of the team, parang ganun ba? All of the members of the team, all of the members of the team, sustained. Yung rising naman is para yung sa question. Are you happy? Eek? Ganun lang. So again, cheat code 233. Ito yung, just remember, 2 is the normal voice, right? And the 3-3 is high. So question, are you sure? So 2-3-1 naman, meaning ng 1 is low. So this is a statement. I am done talking. I am done talking. Talking. I am done talking. I am done talking. Ganon. 2-3-2 naman, unfinished thought. Let me continue. Let me continue. Ganon lang. But pinapahirapan natin yung mga sarili natin. When you already know what is the pattern, the levels of speech, you can already identify what kind of juncture, diba? Falling or sustained. Huwag natin pahirapan yung sarili natin. Dito na tayo sa commonly used intonation contour. So, your speech pattern tells listener what you mean. So, 2-3-1, again, falling intonation yan kasi 1 yung ending. Finality, your statement or sentence. Use the sentence is complete. For example, so statement, we watched a movie. We watched a movie. Read the announcement. Read the announcement. Announcement. Dito naman sa what question. What's your name? What is your name? Name. Okay? That is 2-3-1. Dito naman tayo sa 2-3-3 pattern. So, rising intonation, pare-pareho lang sa discuss natin, no? So, probably this is just a supplement. So, rising intonation, uncertainty. So, you're not sure, that's why you're asking. Use this when expecting a response. Example. Ito. Up, sa up tayo. Yes, no question. So, statement form. He's an actor? He's an actor? He is an actor? Actor? Yes, no question. He's an actor? Ito naman. He is an actor? Okay, dito naman. Are you coming? So, basta 2-3-3 yan, pataas yung voice. Unfinished thought. If you'll notice, ganun. So, if it's a yes or no question, raise your pitch. So, 3-3 yung gagamitin mo. 2-3-2 naman, kapag sustained intonation or something more is coming, bale may sasabihin ka pa. Okay? So, thought is incomplete. Kapag hindi pa kompleto yung sasabihin mo, you sustain. So, if you'll notice, okay, statement, but she's a bright girl. But, para naalala niyo yung yung teacher na, yung TikToker ba na kumakanta, paano kumanta tapos rising and falling intonation yung ginagamit niya. Parang nagiging ganun na ako. Ewan ko na lang. So again, easy memory hack. Done talking, 2-3-1. Kapag waiting for an answer, if you're asking question, you use 2-3-3 pattern and then 2-3-2 kapag unfinished naman. So I guess, ilan na minutes na gamit natin? Oh, 40 minutes. Uh, let's have another round, okay? So, I hope matapos to. Actually, paulit-ulit naman yung notes dito. And I think, as far as we discuss, um, yung iba is supplement na lang. So, I hope, klarong-klaro, kahit pa ulit-ulit yung iba. Excuse me, to charge. Alright, na-charge na yung laptop na low battery. Wait lang. Na-charge pa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I love my consciousness. Ayan. Okay. So, I have here a picture or a screenshot from a YouTube video which very interesting kasi napakadali niyang intindihin. Kaysa, if you want more simple explanation, go to, try to check ito, Matthew Barbie, Camden Barbie. He's a very good English teacher. In Japan pala siya naka-base. So, ganyan din ako soon. Okay, anyway, napaka-easy intindihin. Simple lang yung mga example niya. But if you, unlike ito, ang dami kong examples. Pero dito, yes, he's very good at explaining prosodic features. Pero, i-include ko na lang din dito para mas madali natin i-generalize. Generalize? Okay. Again, this is the prosodic features. So, it's all about stress. Alam niyo na yung stress. Na-discuss natin yung pitch, highness and lowness. Intonation is the rising and fall. Pauses, yung pag-pause or pagtigil ng pagbabasa. Then the pace or yung speed, it could be fast pace or slow pace, meaning mahina ang pagbabasa. And then loudness. Ma'am, hindi ba yan sa pitch, ma'am? Or highness or lowness? A pitch and intonation is kind of the same thing for me though. Pitch is mataas. So, intonation is papataas din yung pitch mo. Ganun. So, loudness is, it's all about the amplifying your voice. Diba? Kung malakas ba or hindi. Diba? Sunod is paralinguistic features. So, example ng paralinguistic features na in-include ni Sir dito is yung body language, posture, gestures, and the facial expression. So, these are examples of paralinguistic feature. Okay? We use this to emphasize more of our message. So, vocal effects naman, we have the laughing, the throat clearing, gasping, the yawning. So, these are examples of nonverbal features which can support a spoken message or contradict the message and change the meaning of the message completely. For example, I am so excited. Nagyon. Diba? So that's why vocal effects also change the meaning of your message. For example, I'm so sad. You're laughing. I am so sad. So you're laughing. It changes the meaning of your message completely, right? So, doon ako na-amaze kay Sir Matthew. Basta Matthew Barbie ata. That how vocal effects affects or contradicts the message. So, yun lang so far ang notes natin. So, again, that's prosodic features. You can when you see prosodic, ito yung mga inclusion niya. So, it's all about the suprasegmental phoneme. So, I hope you guys learned something from it. After dito, i-stop ko na talaga tong video kasi it's 45 minutes consumed, no? For just a simple discussion. But anyway, I hope I gave you lots of examples, guys. I hope I somehow discuss it thoroughly. I think I have to end this video now. So, see you soon on the multiple choice quiz. Bye-bye.